What's up, guys? I am back at it again at my new job. And so, where do I begin today? I think today, I just want to share a day in the life of what I'm doing to survive and what I'm making, how much I'm making. Again, I'm saying that because it's part of the strategy when it comes to getting your YouTube monetized. And let me go ahead and reiterate, according to Dante London's YouTube videos. Again, the bigger picture for me is, yes, I want to build my 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. I think that's how it is. And then from after I get monetized, I'll try to keep the same content and whatnot, but I want to add some more eventually. So forgive me if I sound like a broken record saying almost the same thing in every video I create or post. So with that said, the reason why I'm going this route is because there's strategy needing to be involved when it comes to blowing up your YouTube or getting YouTube to how do you say this, to give you more viewers on your channels and things of that nature. So again, bigger picture, yes, I would love to be creative and do my own original things, but at the same time, in the strategy, it's not always best to create your own lane when there's nothing. You don't need to reinvent the wheel because it's already done for you. And so I'd rather get to the monetization a lot quicker than slower, because come on, let's just be real. Like, if we can find or have some kind of passive income, let's see if we can do it fast. You know what I'm saying? They always say fast money is I actually don't know what the saying is, but they always say be wary of fast money. And I actually disagree with that now. I disagree with that because money is just a tool. Money is just an idea or a result of something that's valuable. So if you are in the principles of serving others and giving value to other people, people will value that however they'd like and whatever your offer is. And so, I think one of the main things too is, why have slow money when you can get, now this is gonna sound wrong, or I'm trying to regroup my words. Again, this ain't scripted. I'm just going off my head. But my main thing is this: if you can do the things you love to do and do it fast, and you buy back time and you get leverage, man, you get more time to spend with your family. Like, why would I go waste my time doing something that is not part of God's plan or not my purpose, and keep elongating my purpose that God has for me, specifically my temporal purpose, that is. Because our purpose, if you are a believer, obviously, it is our purpose to lift up God, lift up His name, lift up His character, and reflect Him. So, and it's our purpose to follow His will. And but another part, what is that other specific purpose that God has in our lives? And so, yeah, whatever that is for you, why slow yourself down? Per se, meaning why do the extra stuff when you can just straight pursue it? And so, and with doing that, and you're bringing value and you're being an asset, time and leverage, like, you can make money off of that. And when you make money off of that, one, you're doing your God-given purpose right away. Two, you get to spend more time with your loved ones. And so YouTube is giving the opportunity to essentially do all that in one cup, man. Why not? I mean, you can go on for 10 years and not do YouTube, and what's the answer, the result? you're going to make zero money because you didn't even attempt it, right? Versus, hey, I would rather do 10 years of this and giving yourself a chance to make some to make some income through something like this platform, YouTube. So, you know, the name of the game is also to be consistent, and with that consistency, it has some strategy. And so to give a little bit of strategy here, again, 20-minute videos, don't need to edit it. Your hashtags should be like, comment, and YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and YouTube. With that being said, like, subscribe to this channel. I do it back. If you want to grow with me, I'll help you grow too. So yeah, so there's that. I believe I'm missing some more, but I think the main principle here is just hit the record button. Hit the record button and just start talking about at least 2 different subjects. But I've always learned through Myron Golden, one of my favorite guys I like to watch on YouTube, and his podcast or his channel, is that the biblical principles will always remain. If you can serve someone, you can find ways to give value to someone, there's always going to be something that's going to come back toward you. It's just the law. It's just the principle. It's not, oh, whatever you give to the universe. I mean, which it's along the same lines, but whatever you get to the universe, it can give back to you. But from a biblical perspective, it's whatever you can give or serve others. In principle, like if you can give value, then people will value whatever you're giving, and it can turn into something monetarily. So that's that. So again, for me in my future, I would love to, why I love this platform while we still have it, while we have somewhat of a freedom of speech. I'm able to put together the things that I enjoy creating, the things that I enjoy doing, and sharing to the world that, hey, you can do it too. I want to be able to inspire. But here's the catch. Sometimes I be insecure. Sometimes I get in my head. Sometimes I don't want to hit the record button simply because I just don't feel like sharing my life out there. Not that I have to share every specific, parts of my life in my channel here, but I'm just saying, like, it does take a little bit of vulnerability too, because I want you to see how raw and real that I'm just like you, and you're just like me. I'm just a regular person, just finding my way through this life. Now, I will go back to what I said earlier about purpose too. I like to give the example of Abraham. Abraham, they were old. Sarah and Abraham, they were old. They didn't know exactly what God wanted them to do, except for having, kids, but they were in their old age. And so, but there you go. They were in their old age and they still didn't per se have their purpose. So, truth be told, I teeter-totter with my purpose. I mean, I believe that I should be having a clothing brand and doing customized services, making clothes and printing clothes. I believe it sometimes, and sometimes I just I doubt it because I'm just not really prepared, and not like I have no business. I don't have the foundations of like running my own business. Not that every entrepreneur needs to know that. Some entrepreneurs that I spoke to, obviously, that I know, and they just kind of do it. They just fly. They jump and they build their wings on the way down. They just figure it out. So I am in that stage. I'm trying to figure it out, it's been dead lately, like printing custom t-shirts. The holidays was cool, was thriving, but right now it's like dead. And that's why I'm currently at this part-time job. And for those who didn't catch the last episode of mine, I do door-to-door. I'm a canvasser. I've been a canvasser for a long time, since I was a young 20-year-old. And so canvassing has opened, or I would say, it's not just canvassing, it's a lead generation. So when you're creating leads, what I do enjoy about, I like to look for companies that, you know, you have a quota, and it's cool to have a base because it just makes me feel a little better. But you make more money if you do 100% commission too. But however, I like to look for companies that you can do leads and they have like an expectation of leads, maybe like 2 to 4 leads a day. And then from it, like I love just cutting out home because I hit my quota. Obviously you can keep the hourly too, you can continue to go, but I love the idea and the flexibility and finding companies that do that. And so I thought that was cool. I think that's cool. I think that, you know, what this company offers is you can knock on doors and, you know, you can get 1 lead, 2 leads, 3 leads and go. So you set and forget. So I don't got to worry about really closing anything. I'm not the biggest fan of that part, but I can do it. But anyway, what came along with today was knocking on doors a little bit. I'm still new at this too, so my script is still pretty hairy, and I got to sort through that and kind of make it better, right? I would also say that, yeah, I gotta work on my script. But another thing that came up, I had 2 other job offers that I applied like a month ago or something like that. A month ago, a couple weeks, so whatever. It's January, so it's not really much to know. But some of these companies hit me up, and I'm like, why did you hit me up before? Because these offers are pretty dang tempting. They're willing to lay somewhat of the red carpet and say, you know, whatever schedule you like, you know, we can work with you. I'm like, man, I just made my decision a lot harder. So I have 2 companies that did that. One that I just left, that was lead generating, making cold calls on the phone. I did that before, but it was cool, but I struggled sitting behind the desk of the whole shift, and they didn't give the opportunity after you hit a certain mark, because I would average like 5 to 7 appointments a day over the phone. But you can't leave when you hit that much, right? You can't leave. And so I'm like, that's kind of whack. So anyway, I found some companies that after you hit your quota, you're like, hey, you can feel free you can clock out and go home, or you can stay and continue to knock. So yeah, that's why I appreciate companies like this. Probably the reason why it's like that is because it's a high turnover rate. I've canvassed for such a long time that it almost feels normal to me for me to do this, but I still get nervous every time I knock on the door. But anyway, canvassers can make pretty decent money. And again, going back to Dante London's channel, when you're starting your YouTube, he doesn't recommend like going all full force and you know, forget your job, leave your job, and do YouTube 100%. No, you got to keep it. And I can attest to that too. I would say even in my mid-20s, late 20s, all that, like, I pursued and chased for sure. Uber driver, Lyft driver, all that. I try to do all the little gig stuff so that I can have my entrepreneurial ideas, and I'm trying to maybe it wasn't me chasing. Is it me chasing? Like, was I trying to chase the bag? Was I trying to chase the money during that time? I would say yes and no. Because my intent was, yeah, of course I'm going to try to make good amount of money at a short amount of time so I can enjoy doing the things that I do. I've always wanted to, okay, so for example, a group of guys, a buddy of mine, or there was a few of us, friends, we got into trading, trading currency. You know, USD, Canada, or CAD, euros, all that stuff. We would trade on the foreign exchange market. And I did that for almost 3 years, 2 years, something like that. And lo and behold, it just, I don't know, it was very scarring, very, very traumatic, because it was I sucked, man. I sucked at it. Excuse me. But I was good at reading patterns because we had a set of rules, and the old friend that we were with, that we're not really friends with no more, bless your heart, bro, if you ever watch this YouTube channel, hey man, make it right, bro. Make it right. Make it right. You know it. Make it right. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, what was I gonna say? My intent has always been, if I can make a little bit of money, I mean a good amount of money in a short amount of time, which is everyone's goals, to be honest. So, well, I can't say everyone, right? But majority of people would love to do that. Work less, make a lot of money, of course. But in this case, yeah, that's always been my intent, because I've always wanted to do do that during the day or during the night, make enough to where you're comfortable and living. And at the same time, I can go and do my ministries, I can do my clothing brand, all that stuff. Like, that was my intent. And it just never worked out, and God knows. Like, I don't know. I mean, God knows. Who knows what would have happened if I was given at that time, with that immaturity. If I had that much money, would I had turn around and act different? And you know what I mean. Why gain the whole world and lose your soul? It could be for your own good and for your own protection. And maybe even till this day, it's still that way. I'm still trying to grow. But nonetheless, yes, I'm canvassing. It gives me a decent amount of money to live and survive. But yeah, along with that, might as well document it. Might as well document what I'm doing and talking about it here on YouTube. And maybe it can help someone else too. Maybe it can help you. It's not the only thing that I'm doing, but hey, if you guys want to know more about canvassing or cold calling or setting and closing, I'm more of the setting person. I'm the setting kind of guy. I've learned from different academies, just like Jeremy Miner. If you ever looked him up, I like his stuff. So if you're into that stuff, hey, check that out. I hope that brings value to you as well. If you never heard of them, look him up. Basically, the whole idea when it comes to selling or setting or closing is, can you deliver your pitch? Can you sell without selling? And his motto, or his core mission when it comes to his style of sales, is, can you say the words? It's neuroplasticity, emotional something questions. I forgot the acronym for or what it means, but the way that I understood it was, it's always, when I'm making a sell, my mindset should be, I'm here to help. I'm trying to be a trusted advisor, versus, oh man, I need to sell, I'm gonna have sales breath, let me try to convince you. No, sales is not really convincing. You're finding a solution, and you are an expert of what you have to offer. But doing it cold, obviously, can be difficult. And the mission, when it comes to the NEPQ version or Jeremy Miner's program, is, can you do it without triggering sales resistance? So trying to put those walls down by working with human emotions is the main goal. And I've always believed that I've always kind of connected with people on a personal level, versus, oh, let me go ahead and try to convince you, come on, buy my products. Nah, I don't do that, but I really like it. One of my favorite lines that he does say is, like, when you close or try to close an appointment, or even try to close a sale, right? Would you be opposed? That word oppose is just subconsciously one of those non-triggering words of, like, hey, would you be interested? Would you be open to X, Y, and Z? Something like that. But anyway, if you are into that stuff and want to look into that stuff, Jeremy Miner, man. Jeremy Miner, I like his stuff. It's not the holy grail thing like people make it out to be, but I do like his stuff, and I find value in that. So that's some of my tips today. If you are into sales, that's something you can look into. And regarding to YouTube, as I am working and getting offers, it's kind of, man, I hate being indecisive. I gotta figure out, But my main goal is to get my clothing brand exploded. So why not, why not get on YouTube? Why not be here? Why not start here? Why did I sleep on YouTube? YouTube is trying to go back, not trying to go back, but it's on easy mode, supposedly. It's on easy mode, so they're making your views or making you more viewable. So also another thing, I also need to celebrate 50 subscribers. Let's go again. For those who are trying to grow, trying to get monetized, like, I'm here to support you too. And if you like, comment, and subscribe, I'll do it right back. So anyway, that's it for this episode. 20 minutes. And yeah, the 20 minute, that's another thing. Make your videos 20 minutes long, and yeah, let's go out here. Let's do this organically, and yeah, we're all trying to win. There's always room for everyone to eat, so I'm not gonna gatekeep here. Not that I know much. What else is there to gatekeep? Anyway, at some point I would love to cover, how to start your own clothing brand too. So if that's something you'd be interested in watching or looking into, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, yeah, good luck to everyone out there on their YouTube journey. Peace out.